So that was the whole plan, and it's worked very well.
So the one thing that I deviate from that on, and I would be curious, what kind of trucks are you guys running for your 20s? Are you guys all under CDL, a little bit of both?
Yeah, it's all non-CDL, all of them.
So the big thing for me and why I like doing...
We derated two trucks, though.
Yeah.
So we have two 33,000.
Very capable 26K trucks.
Yes.
Yeah. The thing that, for me, the reason why I liked going smaller, I actually started 15s and 20s. I added 10s and 25s, which I think eventually I'm going to phase out the 25s, but right now they're a good money maker.
Are they a little too big?
Say again?
Are they a little too big for your
No,
setup?
the setup-wise is fine.
Okay.
So the thing I was getting at is doing only 20s opens up the door for a lot of overloads, where if you don't know like the proper weight and capacity of like what a specific job's going to be,
Yeah.
dropping a capacity constrained dumpster, like a 10-yard dumpster, helps allow you to take on a lot of jobs without the fear of getting too heavy.
So going back to knowing your customer and only dealing with those people, I learned that lesson the hard way with roofers.
Oh, for sure.
So
Yeah.
I didn't have...
Roofers is a big one.
Yeah, so we didn't have the big trucks. We started with 19,500 gross vehicle weight rated Isuzu NRRs.
Yeah.
And those were capable of a lot. The hook lift on that is an 8-ton hook lift. So you could pick up a good amount. The dumpster itself, a 20-yarder, is probably 3,000 pounds or so.
Yeah.
So right there, I mean, you're basically 2 tons off. So now you got 6 tons. But if it's in wet dirt or something, that suction,
Sure.
it adds to it. And if it's unevenly loaded or something. So we learned the hard way with someone filled all asphalt shingle with a 20-yarder.
Yep.
Not a chance. And so I learned the hard way. But what did? We didn't make the customer pay for it or anything. Pay for it meaning like even out the load. We just dropped another dumpster and we just did the labor, and we were like, well, we now know.
Yeah, for sure.
We can't do this. So we work with roofers, but now the big truck, we ended up getting a big truck to work with roofers. But we don't do dirt, we don't do stone, we don't do trees.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, like I did a really big stucco job here in Tampa a few months back where I wouldn't let them get anything more than a 10-yard dumpster.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons that they really liked me was the customer service side of things. Like if you start getting into bigger containers with these bigger companies, like you might make a phone call, get a dumpster in a few days. You might make a phone call to get it picked up in a week.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you need that swap out. Good luck. We'll see when we get out to it kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll get to you when you get
So
to you.
for me, I was dropping 10-yard containers. I'm swapping them basically every single day. They'd fill it up to the brim. Some might push that 5-ton line a little bit, but most would full to the top, right about 5 tons, which is what I can legally haul. And from there, I made a crazy amount of money just being the guy that was able to do that job. Whereas if you only have the 20-yard containers, it's like you can try and be like, this is where you fill it
Only
to.
fill it halfway.
You're going to end up being really upset at least half the time you do that. Roofers is another one. So like typically 15 yards is what I'll drop for a roof. I'll do a 20 if I get a really good relationship with a roofer. And it's like the big thing is it's like with roofing especially, the person that books the dumpster is not the person that oversees the job, which is not the person that loads the can. So it's like there's this 3-layer disconnect between anything I say when you book it and what actually happens by the time I go to pick it up. So for like a 20-yard can, for example, if you get a first-time roofing book and you drop a 20-yard can, even if it's 32 square, like this reasonable number that shouldn't be a problem.
But half the time they don't even know. Sometimes it's double layered or triple layered, and
Or
they're just like, oh well, now it's 90 square. It's like, oops.
They pulled the shingle off, and half the chimney stucco came off with it, and now that's in the can, and there was half the roof needed to be replaced on the plywood. So now it's just it could become a mess really, really quickly. So staying away from roofing if you're under CDL could be a way to avoid that, or getting a smaller size can. The reason I say that's a logistical beautiful thing, which you already hinted to, with only having one size, really easy to just pick up, dump, drop to the next one, pick up, dump, drop to the next one. Just keep it moving. Yeah, having the various sizes definitely adds a level of complexity to my logistics, which I'm not envious of.
And we still sell all the sizes.
Yeah.
So because it's just
you just drop a 20.
Exactly.
Well, I kind of do the same thing. So like if I'm booked out of my 15, I'll drop a 20.
You can never give a customer less, but you
can always give them more. For sure. Yeah. The number of people that will complain about a bigger dumpster is few and far in between.
Yes, correct.
So yeah, you're right there. And I lean into the 20s more than anything. So like as I add cans, 20 is the size that I'm constantly stacking up to.
Okay.
The other thing is like I'll do smaller concrete jobs. I have 410s. 2 of the 410s are actually 7s with a 12-inch board bracket. So
okay, yeah,
it's a 7-yard can
because again, people don't care as long as they're getting what they paid for.
For sure.
You don't have to get a brand new dumpster. You can get creative, put those wood sides up. They're getting
that
more
was
volume.
A custom built brand new dumpster. I got like heavy duty 7-yard can with the 12-inch board bracket. It's fabricated to be a 12-inch board bracket.
Okay.
The 2 sides to that is, one, I do a lot of roofing tile. So like working with roofers, having the ability to go, you see the top of that metal, that's where you stop. You see the top of that wood, don't go that high,
Yeah.
Having the ability to do that is beneficial. Also, if you end up getting into like smaller concrete projects, someone's doing a remodel, they want to tear down a little bit of a concrete wall or break up a driveway, things like that. Having that board bracket's good for the skid load. You're not banging on the top rail of the can, you're banging on a wood bracket. I can always replace that. So, and like I don't know that I would say I'm unique in this sense, but I've always been a little unique in the like, I'm not buying for today, I'm buying for 5 years from now. All of my cans are combo cans. All of my cans are 14 and 16 foot. The hook lift that I'm eventually going to buy is going to be a 14 to 18 foot hook lift system. So it's like, I am currently making do with what I got with the intentions of the next level up is going to be able to do. So even when I do get into that, 33 derated to 26K, or I get into a 33K or a CDL truck, they'll all still be able to haul these cans. I'll be able to fill up a 10-yard can with concrete reasonably. Like, I'm keeping all that in mind while I'm making do with what I got now. But yeah, I don't know if we want to
get the Air Force Base.
You're good. Yeah.
So
it's cool. It's a cool area.
We gotta it's been really great talking to you. This is very easy stuff. You're like a pro. I just don't want to forget to talk about the Dumpster Runners Network.
Sure.
So let's continue on this thought, because I think this is really good. I think there's a tremendous amount of value in this conversation for people. And then we'll get into Dumpster Runners Network.
So I'll segue with story. So when I started the business, I started off of coming across Jesse Mims on YouTube. I came across every other dumpster YouTuber that was out there. Justin with Life's Apprentice was another one. Josh Roman, American AF, was another one. Clayton Roll, Rolling Ops, he was just getting started. So like I'm discovering all these people on YouTube. There's another guy, his YouTube handle is the Triple Axle Slanga. His name is Brock Shade. Coolest dude, but he's right down the street from us in Brooksville. So my first year, I am just consuming, and I'm very appreciative of the fact that I don't have to go mentor at Waste Management to figure out what I'm doing.